Dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel Anu Computer Education. In today's video, I'm going to explain the most important questions in programming with Java. So BSc 5th semester. So these are all are very important questions. And the first question is short answers. So what is structure of Java program? You know how to write a Java program, package details, and class name, public static void main, and local declaration, and close the bracket. So this is about the basic structure. So you have to explain the structure of the Java program and write about the JDK. You know, JDK means Java Development Kit, and Java Runtime Environment, and Java Virtual Machine. So one question you will get from these three. And write about the switch statement. You know, switch, if you have multiple cases are there, if you want to select only one case, then we need to use the concept of switch. So this is about the switch concept. And what write about the class and object. You know, class is a collection of data members, and associated methods in a single unit is known as class. And write about an object is nothing but an instance of a class is known as object. So these are the definitions of the class, and you have to write about the class definition and object definition, and you have to write up the syntax of class and the syntax of object. And next, instance and static variable, static methods. You know that instance method can be called with the object, and the static methods can be called with the class name. And what write about the final and super. You know, final is used for constants in Java, and super is used to call the base class constructor. So next, dynamic and static binding. And what define the typecasting in its types, and write about inner classes, synchronization, and string buffer. So these are all are very important short answers from all the units. So when it is comes to the unit number 1, write about the differences between the C and C++. You know, uh, okay. So this you have to write. And the next question is wrapper classes in detail. So many integer wrapper class, integer dot parse, all in parts float, parts string. So these are all are different types of wrapper classes are there. Explain the features of Java. It is one of the very important concept. And the data types in Java. And next, control statements in. So if else if, all concepts you have to write it. And iterative statements or looping statement or repetitive statements, like for, while, do while, all these questions you have to explain. So one question I missed in unit 1, that is the oops features of oops features. Okay, class, object, what all you have to explain. The star questions are very important questions. When it is comes to unit number 2, discuss the scope of the variables. So means where we can access that variable within the class, outside the class, that we have to explain with the help of access specifiers, public static void main. So what is inheritance and its types? You know, and acquiring the features from one class to another class is known as inheritance. We have so many types of inheritances are there. One is single inheritance, multiple inheritance, and all inheritance definitions with the diagram you have to explain. If possible, you write any single inheritance or multiple inheritance, one program compulsory, right? So you'll get 20 marks for this question. And next, what is an array? An array is a collection of storing similar type of values in a single variable. So you can, what are the different types of array? 1D array, 2D array, all you have to explain. So now, inheritance concept is very important question. You can expect 120 marks question from the inheritance. Next one, very important question is what is constructor and its types. You know, in Java there are 4 types of constructor. So constructor means what? Let's say a method which is having the same name as class name, which is not having any return type. So we have total 4 constructors are there: copy constructor, parameterized constructor, object constructor, okay, single parameterized constructor. So all these are constructors you have to explain. And what is package? A package is a collection of classes and interfaces and sub packages, all with examples. You have to types of packages, user defined packages, and predefined packages. All in Java, what are the predefined packages are there? That all predefined packages you have to list it. Next, constructor overloading with example, and discuss the inheritance, how inheritance are implemented. So you know, an inheritance is a collection of abstract methods which does not contain the implementation. So whichever the class is implementing the inheritance, so that class must write the body for those methods. If you don't write, that class will become abstract. So you know, once the class becomes abstract, no one can create an object. So next, write about in detail about the method overloading. with an example. So these are all are very important questions in unit 3. So when it is comes to unit number 3, what is thread? Explain the ways of implementing the thread in Java, and thread life cycle methods with examples, and what is exception, and different ways of exception, how to handle the exception with the help of try, catch, throws. So how to handle the exception. Next, exception and types of exception, checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions. So these are all are very important questions from the unit number 3. When it is comes to unit number 4, what is applet and different, discuss the its life cycle method, init method, start method, stop method. These are all are called as applet life cycle methods. And what is AWT window, toolkit and components you have to explain. And next, what is event, and explain event handling with explain event handling with a suitable example, and write about the AWT hierarchy, and explain in detail about the various layout managers of AWT and what is string. So these are all are very important questions in Java. So please subscribe my channel Anu Computer Education to get further updates.